So this ROM will get future updates, or when Android 11 releases, this ROM will get this device will get an update. So next, what we are going to see about is the features of this ROM. There are three main features we have categorized. The first feature of this ROM is actively maintained, and you will get weekly security updates which ensure stability and customization. You will get your updates via Derpfest Updater. This is based on Open Delta. So let me click on check. As my device is now up to date, there is no update. Also, if you want to update, you can directly flash a file. So you can select the file which you want to flash, and you can directly flash the file. The second main feature of this ROM is the customizations available. This ROM has a lot tons of customization available. Uh, so, so all the customizations are hidden in this option called DevQuest. The first option available is called theming. In this theming, you can set the framework values, which means the corners and the padding and the extra padding. So themes here means which include fonts, block, style, grid, and wallpaper. So these are the things you can do. And the next one is status bar. So in this status bar, you can customize the status bar logo. If you want a status bar logo and in which position you want to be, for example, left or right. And there are many logos available. The next one is the battery icon. You have dotted circle, filled circle, text, etc. If you want to show the clock, means you can show the clock. And this is an option called ticker, which is in beta state. So these are the options available in status bar. The next option is quick settings. Here, this is my most favorite setting because this is the place where you can set the header image. Header image is the image which is above your quick settings tiles. So my favorite is the Derpfest Avengers Iron Man. So now, as you can see, the header image is set. So there are many images available, so you can set from which you like. Also, the main feature which I like in this ROM is the haptic feedback for every option you select. So vibrate on touch, which means vibrate when touching QS tiles. When you touch this quick settings icons, you will feel a vibration which will give you a better experience. So this is status bar, quick pull down. So if you swipe from the right edge, you will get an expanded quick settings. If you select from left edge, you will get an expanded quick settings. So these are the options. The next one is buttons. You can use your volume button to wake the device. So gestures. This ROM comes with Android 10's full navigation gestures. As you can see, these are the full navigation gestures. Also, there is a haptic feedback for back gesture. As I said before itself, this ROM will give you a haptic feedback for whatever activity you do on your phone. Also, this is the Mi A2's exclusive features, which is swipe fingerprint for notification. As you can see, if you swipe your fingerprint, you will get the notifications, or you can swipe your notification to see the quick setting icons. As usual, three finger gestures which you find in every room, or nowadays every phone packs these features, as you can see. The next one is power menu, where you can get an expanded power menu such as restart, advanced restart, screenshot, screen record, etc. Notification. In this notification, you can activate edge lighting, which will pulse for all events and which gives a unique look for your phone. Also, you have in-call vibrations. When you connect a call, it will get vibrated, and when you disconnect a call, you will get a vibration. So these are miscellaneous setting, and this is the about of the phone. The maintainer of this device is called Brady. And also, if you can see, there is an Xiaomi Parts extra settings. In this setting, you can set the strength for vibration, for example 20%, 60%, 80%. So according to that, you will get your vibration feedback. So I like 20%. It's like nominal, and it's like very, so it gives a soothing effect at 20%. 80% is like too harsh, I feel. So this is the LED brightness. This I did not find in any room because these LEDs will be like a bright light when you are sleeping, but at the same time when you are able to customize this, it's a very cool feature. As you can see, the LED gets dimmed and bright according to situation. You have ambient display. You can also show FPS overlay. So as you can see, the FPS is at the top left corner. You can choose the thermal settings, etc. Also, in this ROM, you do not have face unlock because it's like a stolen property from Motorland. Many other ROMs have got DMCA takedown. So this ROM by default does not have face unlock. If you have fingerprint unlock or Google Smart Lock, as you can see, this ROM is updated till the month, so you no need to worry about updates as you will get it. Regarding the battery life, if you ask, I get around 4 hours to 5 hours of screen on time with this battery life. So I will add the screenshot later in this video. As you can see, and regarding PUBG, this ROM can handle PUBG at HD without any frame drops. Let me show you. As I have now only installed the game, it may take a while to load. As I said, as you can see, this ROM can handle PUBG at HDI settings without any frame drop. But the only downside which I face is that this phone tends to get heated a lot. So let me show you the temperature. As you can see, when I on the PUBG, the temperature hits up to 40 degrees Celsius, and when you start playing, it will reach up to 42 to 43, which is the only major downside which I faced in this ROM. Otherwise, this ROM is very stable, and you can install it and use it as your daily driver. So that's all folks. Thank you for watching my video. Hope I'll see you in the next video again.